What's up? Simone here. Simone from Sims to Your Corner, just going live. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yes, it's been a long time. It's holiday time now, summer holiday, and I'm just I just decided to come here just basically to just talk a little bit. Whenever you come on the live, that's fine. You can watch it later. It is okay. Just sometimes I don't get the time, and I literally just wanted to just make some new highlights or new updates on things that I've been gathering for quite a while from individuals that are trying to come into UAE. And now you know it's summer. Some persons might be wondering if recruitments are still on or is it too late to apply for jobs in UAE. I will say to you that it's not. When you come on the live, can you please say hello? Just to interact with the live. It's not too late to apply for jobs in UAE. We're still in the month of July. And there is still quite a number of vacancies being advertised for jobs. No, I will say that things are a little bit different now. Even when you, let me see, when you talk about even for Jamaicans, before, and as I always say, it was very easy in terms of our documentations. Like when I was coming here, I didn't have to, my documents were like, I got my documents attested here. No attestation is a big thing in UAE, where your documents, especially for MOE schools and also the charter schools, are doing the same thing. Your documents need to be attested. So that was one of the biggest changes that individuals are experiencing now, how to attest their documents before they get to UAE. Now, is it simple? It's simple if you're living in a country and there's an embassy or a UAE consulate, then it's quite simple. However, if not, like for us Jamaicans, where it's not, it's different. You know, for us Jamaicans, what you basically has to do, what we have to do, we have two choices. One, if you know somebody that lives in UAE that is already here, you can send your documents to them through DHL. You know, that's a process. And right now, everything, obviously, it's going to cost you. These two options are going to cost you. So the one, you go through DHL and you send your documents to a friend that lives here. And when I say to a friend, to be honest with you, not everyone is able to do it. You because it depends on the person's circumstances. Now UAE is a very big place. You can have a friend that lives in, say, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, and they can't access the consulate that easily because the place that does attestation, it's in Musafa in Abu Dhabi, which is the capital city. No, it takes, if you don't live close by and it's holiday or you're not on holiday and it's a government facility, so they open at a specific time, and if you're working, it is so hard. You can get to that place easily. So, as I said, it depends on who you make contact with or who is able to do it for you, and if that person lives in the city. No, like for me, I don't live in the city. I live 2.5 hours away from the city. So, it's not accessible to me unless it's a holiday period. And that is if I'm going into the city, because I don't go to the city that like every holiday, so to speak. So that's one. And you have to send it through DHL to someone, and after they They now will take the documents to the consulates, and the DHL, there's a cost to send your documents here. And when I said documents, I'm referring to your degree, your all the documents that needs to be attested, your diploma, your degree, your letter, and remember they must be attested in Jamaica from our Minister of Foreign Affairs first, and then it comes here. Even your letter from your school, but mainly your documents has to be attested. So when they come here, then they go to the consulate. Someone has to take them to the consulate, get them attested, and then send them back to you through DHL. And that is like some 600 and some dirhams. I can tell you it might cost like 200 US dollars both ways. So 2 plus 2, maybe 400 US dollar. And then after you get those now, then you would send them to your school. Then your school will upload those documents to ADEC Council, which is the Ministry of Education, the Abu Dhabi Educational Council, and they will be the ones who give your approval. Now, once they approve your documents, then the schools get the green light and they will tell you, okay, your documents has been approved. Then they will start your final process by getting you all the necessary other things that you need for them to book your flight, and they will give you everything else, and they will start preparing you to come to UAE. That's one. No, the other one is to go through, well, I think three then, because you can go through Cuba, because Cuba has a consulate there, and the other one, the main one that most person is talking about, is the one in Washington, D.C. No, to be honest with you, I have persons that message me to say that they call and nobody knows what to do. No, I think these government facilities, they sometimes too, they don't understand what you're saying, but if somebody goes there in person with your documents, explaining to them the situation. So, I am a teacher, I've just been employed, or I'm being employed by a school in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, etc. And the Ministry of Education requires me to get these documents attested by the consulate. You probably show them the email or whatever it is, and they will, I guess, get a clearer understanding and will be able to help you. Sometimes calling on the phone, they don't really understand because somebody has explained to me that she called and they don't know what she's talking about. So you have to be mindful of that sometime. So if you know someone that lives in DC, or someone, or you can go there yourself if you have an American visa, and you can just take a trip, do a 2 day or research to find out how long does it take for them to attest your documents. And I don't think it's a long time. It usually happens the same day. Attestation is not a next day process. So you should be able to go there and get your documents attested. So you probably can, if you have a visa and you're planning on leaving the country, maybe you can book a round trip ticket to DC, and do a 1 week and just try to get all your things sorted out. And that's an option. And of course, you're flying, so it's gonna cost you. Also, when you get there, you have to pay for the stamps, because here in UAE also you have to pay for the stamps when you attestations when you get to the consulate. So those are the options. And same thing for Cuba, getting your documents to Cuba and getting them attested. Now, mind you guys, as I always say, like, don't worry. As we in Jamaica say, when it's your time, it's your time. And even if you're making applications and you're not hearing from them, or you hear from one school, or you do an interview and you don't hear anything, trust me, your time will come. I've known persons that have gone through the same thing, done interview, not hear anything, and then it just happens. Sometimes too, and I've said many times, when it comes down to UAE, it's like an ongoing recruitment right through the year. Persons come in April, March, January, February, October, May. Oh my word, right throughout the year. And so if you're in the process of doing recruiting, just if you're recruiting, why am I saying recruiting? If you are looking for a job, just take your time, do your due diligence, research. Make sure that your qualification, whatever job it is that you're applying for, make sure that your qualification suits the position. Always remember that, because they will not employ you if you teach Spanish and you're looking for you have a diploma in Spanish, or and you want to teach English, or you're a PE teacher but you're applying for an English position. So just be mindful of that, and yeah, and see how that goes. Um, as I always say, if there are anything that I can help you with, just send me a message either on a Messenger. Persons have reached out to me on Messenger, on my IG page, even here on YouTube. Just message me and I will try to get back and assist you as much as possible with any information, or put you on to someone that has information regarding work here in UAE. And remember now, just go ahead, check out all the places that are there. Um, Private school, charter school, government schools. Oh my, there are so many. And two, take the time out, do your research. Sometimes you can get your foot in another country, and then you do a year there, and then you still apply to be, because sometimes it might not be in UAE. You probably pick up a job in Kuwait, the Middle East. Their offers, their job offers are always pretty much the same, um, in terms of the housing, the flight, etc. So, for example, if you're applying, you want to come to Dubai, however, you're not getting any jobs in Dubai, you can try Oman, you can try Kuwait, you can try Bahrain, Saudi, because they do have excellent remuneration packages, and then you can take it from there. Sometimes you can go there, get your experience there, and then you keep on applying for your dream destination, which may be in UAE, Dubai, or Abu Dhabi, and it can come later on. But you just want to get your foot in the door. You just want to start somewhere. Anywhere is better than nowhere at all, so to speak. So if you can get a position. Um, hey Momo, how are you, honey bunny? How is your summer vacation going? If you can get your foot in, another Gulf country, it will suit you well, and then you just try to come over here, if you are able, if you are able to, or if you have the patience and you decide that, hey, I want to go to UAE and I'm not going to be looking any further, you know, well, so be it. But just try as much as possible. Remember, as I said before, nowadays documentations are like, it's a must that your documents have to be certified before you come to UAE. And it's not just the government schools that are doing it, the private schools are also requesting. And one, through DHL, send it here to UAE to somebody. And if they are able to do it, they'll do it for you too. You go to Washington, D.C. or 3 Cuba. Those are the options that I think that are the best ones, or that is those are the options that you have anyway. It's really not easy as before. It's really not easy as before, but what to do? Them say if you want good, you know have to run. So at the end of the day, if you want to, and two guys, if you're looking at a job, you need to, like some persons, you need to broaden your horizons. I know that sometimes some of us say that we don't want to go to the US, but believe you me, when you probably get a job in the US, you are at an advantage. You are literally at an advantage with that US experience, teaching at an American school with an American curriculum. So sometimes persons say, oh, I don't want to go to US before I go to UAE. You just want to go to straight to UAE. But if you get the opportunity and you can go to US first, as I said, it's always experiences going down and everyone counts. So if you can go to America, you spend a year or two, or you do a contract there, it's a stepping stone. And anyway, but not to downplay my country, but we know that, the opportunity in America, it still far outweighs the opportunity in Jamaica in terms of benefits and, the little package that you get and how far it can stretch and what you're able to do. So it's still better. It is still better. I have friends that are working in US and they love it. They don't want to come to UAE there, and they're there with their families, you know, and they're enjoying it. Mind you, as I said before, the money might be different because you have the bills to pay. However, eventually you can move over because you have it that I have friends that been to US, get their they're there, and then they like, Simone, I want to come over there, and in no time they're here because they already have that experience over there in US. So just think along that line, and you'll be fine. Boy, things are rough now. Things is so rough in Jamaica. One of my friend was saying to me that we see the advertisements with the schools, like people are runaway now. Oh my God, the teachers are leaving Jamaica left, right, and center. Like every school's recruitment, God, double digits. Like in Jamaica, the recruitments are double digit, people leaving left, right, and center. No, not two teacher or five teacher leave the schools them nowadays. 10 and above, teens, 20 something positions are available in just one school. One of my friends told me that his principal said that he doesn't even want to hear anything anymore. The amount of positions that are available, and he's like, he don't want nobody come and tell him anything anymore because he literally knows that a lot of them is just waiting for some documents to just hand in their resignation. They know, the principals know, they've gotten a few resignations already, and they know that more is coming. So it's like, same way all UAE look teachers and same way Jamaica look teachers. But the good thing is Jamaica has new recruits, as in teachers that are just leaving colleges. So all the schools have to do is just employ those young ladies and young men that are just leaving college. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. The ones that are there and want to experience overseas, they get it. And the young teachers that are there, because when I was in Jamaica, it took me a long while to get a position in a school. So, because sometimes the jobs are hard to get. When I just left college, it took me months to get a job. Then I get a 4 months. Then I'm home. No, I lie. I do a 1.5 year at a prep school, a small prep school in Crossroad. Then I went to a 4 months government school. Then I was home until September. Then I got a job again for 4 months. Then I was home for like two. It takes a while. So we all know that. So I think now with the teachers leaving, the experienced teachers leaving, the young teachers get a chance to get their experience. So it's like a cycle. Then they get their experience and then they leave and then the new ones come in. So it's a win-win situation for everybody, don't it? But That's a good thing. Jamaica has many teachers' colleges, and every year, hundreds or thousands, I should say, teachers graduate. So they'll have a job. Um, so there's job out there for them when our old teachers leave the system. There'll be clear vacancies. Um, but it's just one of those things, it happens. Everyone we want to look a better for ourselves. We all want. We can't just be working and not enjoying the fruits of our labor. Right now I'm on vacation. Guys, I'm in Bali. I'm on vacation because I didn't go home to Jamaica this year. I'm in Ubud. I'm gonna be checking out of my this villa in a few minutes and going to another city. Yeah, my checkout is at 12 and it's, let me tell you, like, this place is 13 hours ahead of Jamaica. It's 11:32 now. Lord of mercy, I tell you, from walk out to the people in place. 11:32 a.m. on a Saturday. On Saturday. It was raining this morning. Now the sun is up. Now the sun is up. And I'm sitting on, what do you call this? Veranda, we call it in Jamaica. And I call it a porch. So I'm sitting here. And, yeah. See, see the food. Yeah, and as I said, I'm gonna be going rain stop fall. Hey Moisha, rain stop fall, sun a come out, blue sky, breeze. Hey, y'all ready? My friends are upstairs. Oh my god, to feel a breeze here, to feel nice cool breeze, tropical breeze, jelly pan tree, Moisha. Just like I feel like I'm in Jamaica in a moment. Nice, nice cool breeze, rain a fall, jelly pan tree, pineapple water door. Yeah, girl, place nice. So it's just one of them things. I just did a quick check in. What's it? Coconut over my head, coconut tree. Yes. So I just did a quick check in, follow up, live type of stuff to remind you people about UAE and the current recruiting that, as I said, recruitment non-stop. Jobs are still available. You don't have to worry. Just get yourself ready, get your documents ready, search the different websites. Sit up on the computer. Search the different websites. So, search the different websites. Search the different websites and you will be able to see the jobs that are current, the jobs that are available. And two, school give now, a lot of jobs are going to be coming up during this time because teachers, some teacher never resigned before or even month 10 and they want them look at salary. So when they go home or when they get a pay, things happen and people resign when they're at home. Yeah? People resign when them they home too. So you have some people that may be waiting on July's salary and when they get salary this July, they probably send in their resignation because people do things for different reasons. Some persons are in contract and they want to break the contract, but there are rules and regulations for breaking a contract. So some of them just wait until they reach home and then they resign. Sometimes some things happen too in families. Sometimes things happen too in families and they have to, when you go home, something happen, your mommy, your husband, or somebody tell you, say, things happen and you have to stay home. You just ended up have to say, oh my God, I can't go back because my family needs me. Sometimes it's a kid's a husband or your parents, and you might have to just resign until a later time. So things happen and the different jobs come up. So, yeah, thank you, Marisha. We keep retracting your messages. Don't worry about that. Um, I hope you enjoyed your holiday. Well, I see that you're enjoying home. It's always good to be home, don't it? Um, I see you're enjoying yourself. You, you're ready to go. So, yes. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go now. Um, finish put everything we need to put in our suitcase and check out of this place. So until next time, adios, masalama, goodbye, salam. What else do I know? I don't even know. So bye. See you guys, okay? Remember now, you can message me about anything, and I will try to respond as much as I can. All right? Take care. Bye, Maisha. Ooh, um, bye, love. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Maisha, if you care about something from Jamaica for me, anything, just message me when you come back and say, Simone, me carry this for you, I'm come for it. Hear that? Hear, Momo? Bye, guys.